This thing, sexual assault and battery, molesting from a distance with impossible light. This is, again, the entity that's engaged in headlights don't create double shadows. And that's engineered light, not headlights. Those demons are at a distance targeting with light. This is gang violence committed in furtherance of murder. It's psychological torture. It's also sexual violence. This is a massive sex act that is committed in furtherance of what is ongoing monitoring the person that they're stalking together. This is all gang violence. This is all group conduct. That demon's on the opposite side of the street. Ongoing light vacillating. That's why I started recording. And then as he drives by, as that demon drives by, he or she, it's a demon, they're engaged in what is molestation. That's a sex offense. 537 North Euclid Avenue, engaged in what is sexual violence. All of these businesses I'm going to prosecute, but this is a facilitating venue. The entities engaged in sexual violence as an act of the intent to obstruct justice while they're being documented. This is what psychopaths engage in. More terrorism while they're being documented. Mike Lawrence is going to be prosecuted. Why? Because that agency, the Ontario Police Department, is sharing in the criminal pattern of conduct in furtherance of murder with the demon-possessed people of the state, and they are demons alike. Those demons commit kidnappings. Those demons facilitate this gang violence. And while you are masquerading as a police department, you're going to be prosecuted as a terrorist leader. This is ongoing sexual violence while the entity is molesting with impossible light. Your headlights are not creating that light activity. Neither is it occurring on the opposite side of the street. Neither is it occurring while you're driving on the opposite side back there. That's where the entity is targeting. That's the pattern of conduct. Repeating the sexual violence while they're being documented. This is mental illness. This is mental illness that Mike Lorenz has as well. He's demon possessed. He's of the same condition. He's engaged in monitoring my vagina, and he is engaged in doing so with the people of the state. This is what Ovid Family Community Library is engaging in inside of that library all day long. Surveillance. And this is the surveillance that's occurring outside. All right? I just want to be clear. The entity engages in the ongoing impossible conduct over and over again, especially while they're being documented. This is where the entity keeps the fake sun with regard to rising that fake sun. This is how you know that they're stalking with light and that I am the target, because this is where the fake sun rises. The entity is engaged in what is ongoing repeat sex acts. That's a sex act. While they are engaging in what is stalking with impossible light, doing so while they are engaged in what is stalking. Okay? That's a molestation. The entity, I just want to be clear. The entity is engaging in sexual violence in furtherance of murder. That's a perpetual sex offense committed as an entity that is conspiring murder. They are monitoring. Monitoring is committed by, first of all, demons that are engaging in what is state action, and the state's engaging in this gang violence with the people of the state. The entity is engaged in what is repeat molestation. It's not their headlights that's creating stuttered shadows. So that's two of my shadows that you see while they're vacillating across the wall, and that rich concentrated light, that's all engineered light. And the entity is engaging in more and more sexual violence in the course of this video as acts of hostility. That's a threat to my life and safety and well-being. They're monitoring. And this is monitoring that Mike Lorenz is engaging in. Okay? The people of the state engage in criminal summoning with the Ontario police. They're going to federal prison. So while you're seeing them gang stalking, this is what's being remembered. You're cognizant of this when they're being prosecuted for criminal summoning, because they're going to federal prison. They're the ones engaging in kidnapping with the Ontario police while they're molesting with impossible light. This is the evidence that's speaking to the fact that they're fully engaged in that. They're going to federal prison. In the same way that they're acting with impunity, engaging in that sexual violence, walking in the impossible light, monitoring, gang stalking with the Ontario Police Department, sharing in that molestation with impossible light, stalking under the fake sun, they're going to federal prison with the Ontario Police Department, with whom they're engaged in kidnapping and criminal summoning. That's what's relevant, and that's also what you're picking up when the demons are stalking with impossible light. They're going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. That's impossible light activity. Okay? They're driving in the middle lane. They're crossing a path at Chevron, and they're targeting with light over here. They're going to federal prison for criminal summoning. Okay? The entity that's gang stalking with the terrorist agency, the Ontario Police. It is currently 7:26 p.m. This is P.O.C. This is the demon-possessed that are engaged in what is stalking with light. Stalking with light is pursuant to what is monitoring. Monitoring is that which is demonic, and this entire city is filled with the demon-possessed that are sharing together in that criminal conspiracy. It is the fire department, the police department, the airport that is gang stalking with the population. They are all demons engaged in that pattern of conduct, that conspiracy to murder. Jason Fields and Tracy Banks are going to federal prison as well. This is ongoing state action. And the entity is engaged in what is stalking with impossible light while they are going north and south on Euclid Avenue, and including driving on F Street is not creating that ongoing vacillation of light. That's targeting with light and it's going to be prosecuted as what it is. It's a sex offense. In the same way that they're monitoring my vagina in the bathrooms in the city of Ontario on behalf of that same agency. This is P.O.C. It is currently 7:27 p.m. This is the mental illness that the entity is exhibiting while they're engaged in that pattern of conduct. This is psychopathic group conduct, and it's mental illness while they're stalking with light. Okay, that's demented behavior, and it is committed in furtherance of murder. The entity is going to be subject to mental examinations and federal prosecutions for criminal monitoring. P.O.C.